Calm down. Calm down. Hey.
Good evening. Wow, that's loud.
Ooh.
We're Dave and Brian. I'm not Dave.
And I'm not Brian, the bald one.
Yeah. No, you're the bald one.
I am the bald one. Yes, something or other. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah. This is awesome. You guys excited to be here at Equip? This is the week this week. That's week. Come on. There's people over here that are excited. You guys are thinking, you're like, and I appreciate that. We're feeling it out. All right? That's cool. You guys, okay, cool. That's great. But so we're just going to focus all our attention over here. You guys can catch up. Yeah. You guys can catch up. So here's a quick, who has seen us before? Who has seen, a few of you? Okay, so it's just those people. That makes sense then. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, that's great. Thanks for sitting way over there, everybody. Thank you. That's fantastic.
Thank you for coming to our farewell tour.
Yeah, that's right.
Those of you who have never seen us, this is your last chance.
Yeah.
Unless we would like to invite you to come to Western Pennsylvania's Youth Councils next weekend.
Yeah, so if you want to see us again.
And check us out again for the last time.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But we're very excited to be here at Equip 2018. I think this is the third time we've done an Equip, but it was years ago that we did our last one. And we love coming out here. I actually love being able to do what I've always loved, which is stand-up comedy, which is great, but it's kind of awkward at times. Like when I was in kindergarten, because they'd go around the class, they'd be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Your typical, I want to be a policeman, I want to be a fireman. Then they get to me, I want to be a stand-up comedian. Everyone just stop and stare at me. Yeah. And then they put me in the group with the girl that wanted to be a kangaroo. I'll just kind of went downhill from there, really.
And as for myself, it has always been my dream to be a member of an unsuccessful musical comedy duo. Thank you for your support. Anyway, my name is Brian, like I've said, and one of my favorite things in the entire world to do is eat. Who out there eats?
Now this side's a little more excited. That's good. That's good.
Real quick, this isn't for you. Can I get a little more guitar in my monitor? Thanks, I love you.
Unless
anyway,
one of you can handle that.
One of my favorite things in the whole world to consume are Hot Pockets. Give it up for Hot Pockets. There's only one problem I have with the product, and that's that I don't think they gave it a good enough theme song from the commercial. How's it go? Yes, sort of. You should have heard this one. It was pretty gruff. But anyway, he's like, Hot Pockets. Or you're just so into it. But anyway, if you don't know it, it just goes, Hot Pockets. But in my opinion, that song is way too short and way too lame for such an incredible microwavable sandwich product. So Dave and I felt it was necessary to write them a new song. This song is called Hot Pockets. Let's dance. Give me some direction to your frozen section. I ran out of groceries. I need something tasty. I've been hungry lately. I want something savory. With meatballs, pepperoni, not bologna. Oh, no. Hot Pocket, the cheese explodes in my mouth like a rocket. And I want you and I need you, Hot Pocket. The cheese explodes in my mouth like a rocket. I want a hot meal without a big deal, yeah. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they call me a sinner. It's Hot Pocket gluttony. Come on, girl, get with it, go and get your tickets to the Flavor Symphony.
Featuring
fajitas,
yeah,
ham and cheese,
yeah,
and turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Hot Pocket, the cheese explodes in my mouth like a rocket. And I want you and I need you, Hot Pocket. The cheese explodes in my mouth like a rocket. I want a hot meal without a big deal, yeah.
Unwrap the product, put in a crisp and sleeve, place it on a paper plate, microwave on high. After 2 minutes, take it out of the crisp and sleeve, cause then it's finished, and it's better than you can believe. It's the greatest thing you'll ever eat. Hot Pocket,
the cheese explodes in my mouth like a rocket.
Don't you know that I need it?
Hot Pocket, the cheese explodes in my mouth like a rocket. I want a hot meal without a big deal, yeah. One more time in Spanish. Pues es caliente. El queso explota mi boca como cohete. Y lo quiero y lo necesito. Pues es caliente. El queso explota mi boca como cohete. Caliente es un trato grande. Gracias, te amo.
Thank you. Thank you. We're hoping one day the Hot Pocket people hear that song and don't sue us. It's kind of a dream of ours. This story is 100% true, and this is the appropriate audience to tell it to. A few years ago, we were at TYI. This is 100% true. Yeah, woo! You've heard of it. Right before we were about to go on stage, this kid comes running up to me, and he's like, Dave, the other day I was making myself a Hot Pocket. And I was like, great. This is what my career has come to. He goes, but it was the last one, so I carelessly threw the box away. And when I got to the microwave, I'd totally forgotten how to make it. So I went and got your album. You guys were dead on with that 2 minutes. Now, I don't know how hungry that kid was, but I like to think we saved his life that day.
Which is probably why, for your own safety, you should probably come back and purchase our album.
That was a beautiful plug.
Yeah, good job.
Shameless. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for love.
Come on.
There we go. There we go.
Love is a wonderful thing. And
No, it's beautiful.
the next song we have is actually a relationship song. And it's about falling in love in the 3rd grade and getting your heart broken that very same year. And this song is titled Red Rover. Who out there is familiar with the classic schoolyard? You guys know the classic schoolyard game where you get 2 teams, you stand across from one another, you link arms with your team, you call someone's name, they try to break through your arm chain.
It's an insurance nightmare.
Yes. Well,
Chesterfield will call you and tell you to stop.
This is true. Well,
you
this
guys
song.
still use Chesterfield? Was that inaccurate?
Let's
No, you do. Good. All right, good.
Anyhow, this song is about a girl named Jessica who broke through the metaphorical arm chains of my heart. And you have a simple part during the chorus. And I'm going to sing, Red Rover. And then you guys are going to do what they're doing. You're going to echo it loudly and angelically, all right? Let's try it again. Red Rover.
Red Rover, yes.
Perfect. All right, let's do this thing. Saw her on the sidewalk selling lemonade. Her name was Jessica, we were in the 3rd grade.
She had style, she was cute, in her stonewashed jeans and her jelly shoes.
Within a week, I was calling her my girlfriend. That's when I started to neglect my Teddy Ruxpin.
We spent a lot of time talking on the phone and watching classic films like Home Alone.
She put Bryan Adams on a mixtape for me.
Then in 4th grade, she started to ignore me.
She got into makeup,
I got into kickball.
it was a messy breakup. Red Rover,
Red Rover,
me and Jessica are over. She broke my heart and hurt my wrist with a slap bracelet. Red Rover,
Red Rover,
me and Jessica are over. And I don't think I'll ever fall in love again, in love again.
at least not till I'm 10.
She asked me to dance at the Halloween party. I was Jake the Snake and she was Tanya Harding.
The next day when I asked her out, she said, I can't right now, I've got to watch Full House.
So pretty soon things got a little messy. She found a new guy, he looked like Uncle Jesse.
I should have known right from the start. When I played Nintendo, she played with my heart.
When we were young, we took so much for granted.
Like Hootie and the Blowfish and Pluto as a
Now
planet.
she's alone at
I'm
Walmart.
stalking her on
She
Facebook.
should not have broken my heart. Red Rover, me and Jessica are over. She broke my heart and hurt my wrist with her slap bracelet. Red Rover,
Red Rover,
me and Jessica are over. And I don't think I'll ever fall in love again, in love again.
at least
love, wanna be loved, baby. Wanna share my life and my lunch with you, baby.
Your pigtails, your backpack, your candy necklace. You jumped off the swings, you were just so reckless.
I just wanna love, wanna be loved, baby. Everything about you just drove me crazy.
Your scrunchy collection and matching bracelets, Saved by the Bell shirt and denim jacket.
Your Walkman was rocking the Michael Bolton. These wonder years ripped my heart wide open. Red Rover, me and Jessica are over.
Thank you. So, we've been doing this for 14 years, living off our wife's paychecks for 14 whole years. And so, is there anybody here? Like, this is why I want to feel old. Is there anyone here who saw us like at youth councils when you were like young?
As a delegate.
As a delegate, yes. There you are. Yep. We made it. Here we are. There it is.
I was pretty much a kid when we started too.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't have hair.
No.
No,
you did not.
Yeah. Anyway, well, so this is our last tour. We're wrapping up. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. And so with that, it's kind of fun being able to go around and do shows because we genuinely don't care anymore. Yes, it's kind of fun.
As in, we see no need to improve.
Yeah,
no, we don't need to improve.
And we sometimes we come to events like this. We want to make people laugh and ministry and all that, but also sometimes we wanted to impress you because we wanted you to book us. Now we don't care. So
we're just here to have fun with you guys.
We can say whatever we want. And in the spirit of that, let's get political. And the Nelsons, they're looking back and they're like, be ready to turn it off. No, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of things going on in our country today. There are a lot of things that are divisive. There are a lot of things that people are putting a lot of attention on. The economy, healthcare, all important issues. But they are not issues that Brian and I are passionate about. We think those are diversions to some of these real problems. And ladies and gentlemen, we are passionate about the illegal immigration of Canadian geese into our country.
You know, right?
You know about it,
Who
right?
else? Anyone else out there?
If you run a camp, you know what we're talking about, okay?
So anyway, this has been an issue for a long time. There have been all these instances where planes had to make emergency landings after running with, flocks of geese. And we don't think those are accidents. We consider those attacks from Canada. And frankly, we will not stand for it.
And I always have to give this disclaimer before we do the song, because there's always some smarty pants that comes running up to us after the show, and they're like, Dave and Brian, it's not properly pronounced Canadian geese. It's properly pronounced Canada geese. And to that, we just say this. Just think about it this way. It's kind of like how we call the Kardashians celebrities. It's not true. It's just generally accepted. Okay, here we go.
In 2009, some geese went insane. They flew into America and attacked one of our planes. This national threat we just can't ignore. And even though nobody died, it was still an act of war. Canadian geese, go back to Canada. You've overstayed your welcome in America. Canadian geese, please fly away from here. We'll turn you into pillows if you don't disappear.
They came to destroy our fields and our ponds. These stupid birds have no regard for immigration laws. Call Parliament, start spreading the word. If your geese don't stay in Canada, we'll have a new Thanksgiving bird.
Canadian geese, go back to Canada. You've overstayed your welcome in America. Canadian geese, please fly away from here. We'll turn you into pillows if you don't disappear. Take back your goose, take back your gander, and when you're done, please take back Justin Bieber. neighbor. Take back your goose, take back your gander, and when you're done, please take back Justin Bieber. Everybody, take back your goose, take back your gander, and when you're done, please take back Justin Bieber. That was really weird, guys.
Yeah, it was weird.
Canadian geese, go back to Canada. You've overstayed your welcome in America.
Thank you. So I don't know how tall President Trump wants to build that wall, but it's going to have to get up there to keep them out. Well, the Canadian one. I assume we
the
won't
one that's
stop.
coming next.
Yeah. But anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, I grew up in the Salvation Army as my church. My whole family, they're officers. My sister works at THQ in the Eastern Territory. I have aunts and uncles that are officers. They're all officers. Somehow I ended up at a Presbyterian church. But we have a feeding program and a thrift store, so I think it counts. It's 100% true. And Joel, where's Joel, the coffee guy? Where's he at? Is he still here? Hey, Joel, how you doing? You're doing a great job out there. I liked hearing what you're saying. Give Joel a hand again, because that's all. And his wife, yes, and his wife, yeah. I just have to tell you, Joel, at my church, we have like this contemporary worship band with the acoustic and the electric and the drums and all that stuff. And I'm like, guys, it's not just contemporary. It's contemporary and brass. And let me tell you, it's just as hard the other way, okay? So it's all good. You all right?
That was not human.
I think she's embarrassed enough. We'll leave her alone.
Yeah. Let's move on.
So growing up, I had a very tough mom growing up. Anybody out there have a tough mom? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. You were all over that. Are you okay? You want to talk? I came here to get away. Yeah, he's not. Did you say he's not allowed to talk? My mom. No, I had a tough mom. Yeah. My mom taught me how to swim by just throwing me in the pool. You know. Yeah, with no water, just kind of toss me in. Yeah. I climbed my way out. She said, "See that, David? Next time you're near the pool, don't be afraid of the water. Appreciate it."
Yes.
No longer afraid of water. Definitely afraid of dry cement, but water.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
It's no longer an issue in my life.
Yep. And my mom was just weird. She just used to tell me some of the strange things that moms tell their kids. Like whenever I was playing in my sandbox, she'd say, if you dug far enough, you could make it to precisely. Well, I was pretty gullible, but I said, Mom, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to dig all the way to China. I'm going to call those guys first and have them meet me halfway. Yes. There you go. You like that? He did this. That means... Yeah, he liked that.
That's just lazy, is what that is. I grew up. We were kind of poor growing up, and it was fine. Except I think the worst part about being poor is when we had swim time at school, because afterwards in the locker room, all the kids are bragging about their towels. Mine's got the Ninja Turtles. Mine's got the Power Rangers. And then there's me. Mine's the quilted Quicker Picker Uppers. Just it's absorbent, just not as effective. Well, when I was growing up, I was what you would call a dork. It's a term. That's a
surprise.
That's right. Any other dorks out there? Where are my people at? Yes. Be proud of your dorkage.
That's right. So Dave and I, both dorks, nerds, geeks. So this song goes out to anyone out there that's ever been called a dork, a nerd, or a geek. And this song is called the Dork Anthem. So for the rest of you nerds, let's rock. Check me out by the wall at the dance, looking sharp in my high water sweatpants. I wish I was at home where I could be vlogging and watching wrestling. I hang out and play magic cards after school with all the crossing guards, they're cool. Yeah, I believe in magic. I was first in line to buy Halo 3. On Friday night, I played D&D. You say I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss one day.
the class. I'm daydreaming about World of Warcraft while I write dirty words on my calculator. I'll show you later. Even my mother picks on me. I dress up when I watch Lord of the Rings, even when I'm home by myself. When I play dodgeball, there isn't any doubt I'll be last picked, I'll be the first one out. You say I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss one day. Break it down. Partner up in science class with me. We'll see if there's any chemistry.
I don't understand girls, but I'm a fast learner. Baby, you're hotter than a Bunsen burner. That's right. You guys can use that one.
Yeah, actually, hey, buddy over there. Buddy afraid of your mom. You can use that line as long as she says it's okay.
Yes.
All right.
Incredibly effective.
Yes,
Also,
it's phenomenal.
All my favorite films are in Japanese. I know what it means when you say RPG. You say I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss. Unnecessary key change.
They finally let me on the football field, 'cause in marching band I play the glockenspiel. I know I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss one day. Yeah. Awesome. So we made a music video for that song. It's pretty fun. You can check it out. It's called The Dork Anthem. Because we did some videos and it's pretty cool. We've gotten to do a lot of cool things over our 14-year career. Because of the Dork Anthem, we actually performed it like in West Palm Beach, Florida, at a woohoo! Yeah, it's a place. And we performed at an anime conference there. Yeah, one person. Yes. There we go. Narrowed it down. We also got to do Comic-Con in New York, which was cool. Yeah. And, we've even, through our videos, we got to be on, like, Good Morning America and all this cool stuff. But it's been great. My biggest thing is I've always enjoyed going out and performing in front of people and meeting all you cool people across the country. And I'm not, like, once again, we're not looking to get hired again, so I'm not just saying this, but I love the Southern Territory, okay? Like, you guys...
That's true. We are going to miss you very much.
Like
you guys have been very good to us over the years, and this definitely feels like home.
Yeah, and it's definitely not even just that you're good to us. Like, when I watch what you guys are doing, you guys are awesome. Like, you're doing it well, you're doing it right, and it's so cool. And even just standing over there before we came backstage, just watching you guys worship, the fact that you have this event is awesome. You are blessed, because not everybody gets to have an event like this. So you guys are great. With all that being said, when I was talking about videos, I just kind of trailed off. Yeah, anyway, this next song, we made a video for this. We listened to first of all, Brian and I both have daughters now. Mm-hmm. My daughter, Ellen, is 3. How old's Brooklyn?
Brooklyn is 5.
5 years old, yes. So we have these young girls, and, we try to listen to what the radio, what the kids are listening to. And, it's... We notice there's a lot of these dance pop songs out there that seem to suggest that young women take their clothes off.
That's really not our message. We don't have any songs like that, but we figured it might be kind of fun to write the exact opposite of those kinds of songs. So we wrote a little dance pop song, and it's called "Put It On."
We're hoping it takes off by the time our daughters are 16. Put it on, girl.
Dress up in layers.
Put it on, girl.
You're the answer to my prayers.
You're a hot girl.
In your turtleneck sweater when you're all covered up, doesn't get any better. You got a long sleeve shirt, and it's buttoned all the way to your chin. You're so fully clothed, you can hardly even tell you've got skin.
I saw you at the club, and I must confess, you make a nun look so underdressed.
Here's to the girls covered up in clothes, from your head down to your toes.
Put it on, girl.
Dress up in layers.
Put it on, girl.
You're the answer to my prayers.
You're a hot girl.
In your turtleneck sweater when you're all covered up doesn't get any better. In a literal sense, you're the hottest girl that I've ever known. You've got an empty closet because you're wearing everything that you own.
You've got more garments on than I've ever seen. You're wearing your sweatpants over your jeans.
Here's to the girls covered up in clothes, from your head down to your toes.
Put it on, girl.
Dress up in layers.
Put it on, girl.
You are the answer to my prayers.
You're a hot girl.
In your turtleneck sweater when you're all covered up doesn't get any better. All you girls in the club with the hoodies and jeans, you're taking modesty to the extreme. And all you girls in the club with the ponchos and cardigans, you're showing everyone a new kind of partying. I don't have to dress you with my eyes. Put it all on, put it on, girl. Dress up in layers, sing
Put
it.
it on, girl.
You're the answer to my prayer.
You're a hot girl.
In your turtleneck sweater when you're all covered up doesn't get any better.
Thank you. That song is blowing up in Amish dance clubs all over the country. I don't even know how they're listening to it, but it's phenomenal. So some of you may not know this. I actually was a youth leader at a corps right out of college in Ithaca, New York. I graduated from Syracuse University, where I studied television, radio, and film because I don't like to read. And then I went to Ithaca, the corps in Ithaca, and I ran the youth group for a few years. And while I was in Ithaca, I met a man named Vincent who changed my entire perspective on life, because Vincent was a man who sacrificed everything he had just so he could move to Ithaca, New York, and serve people. It was incredible. And I had Brian come meet him.
Just an amazing man who just spends every waking moment just serving other people Chinese food at the Chinese buffet in Ithaca, New York. And definitely, if you're ever up there, definitely check out the Chinese buffet. This is a true story, guys. He really met this man, Vincent, and he really works at a Chinese buffet. And we just felt that his service was so incredible that we had to write a song about him.
It's beautiful.
So this is a ballad that we wrote for Vincent, a very real man at a very real restaurant in Ithaca.
How I long for the days at the Chinese buffet, downtown Ithaca in the USA. I would go on my lunch break, I would stay for a while. My waiter was Vincent, he wore a bow tie and a smile. He handed me a warm plate, pointed me towards the food. Chinese chicken nuggets, crab rangoon. When I returned to my table, Vincent brought me a Sprite. You know I don't need a cookie to know I'm fortunate tonight. Vincent, you know that I've been missing you ever since I moved away from Ithaca. You're my favorite waiter in the nation, so please accept my appreciation. He came to America from a land far away, where Chinese food is just called food.
In China.
Ate it every day. A one-way ticket to New York, excuse me, with nothing but a dream. I hope you're tweeting how awesome this is. To be the greatest waiter Ithaca has ever seen. Vincent, you know that I've been missing you. How's the weather up there in Ithaca? You're my favorite waiter in the nation, so please Can't use chopsticks, Vincent knows. I need a fork with my dinner. I miss you, Vincent, since I moved to Philadelphia.
Vincent knows that I can't use chopsticks. Vincent knows I need a fork with my dinner. I miss you, Vincent, since I moved to Philadelphia.
And if you ever find yourself in Ithaca, New York at a Chinese buffet and you come across a waiter named Vincent, don't tell him about that song. I like that place, and a restraining order would just make it awkward. We only have a little bit more time. We're going to plow through. We want to get to all the hits. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. But we're going to do, this is a little history lesson for you guys. We love a certain time period that kind of gets glossed over in history classes. So do some of you know what we're talking about? You're not the fans I thought you were.
An amazing period of time back in the 1900s.
Yep.
The early 90s.
The early 90s,
correct.
it is. Give it up for the early
That's
90s,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
And this song is called Bringing Back the High Five, because back in the 90s, we used to do this all the time. And in many parts of this country, it's been deemed uncool, and we're not okay with that. So this is our pop punk song called Bringing Back the High Five. And we're going to bring out some sweet, sweet glockenspiel. Give it up for the glockenspiel. That was all right. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We wore cut-off t-shirts and hammer pants. Billy Ray Cyrus taught us all how to dance. With my Walkman in my fanny pack, I'm on a runaway train that's never going back.
We all watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I had New Kids underwear.
We're bringing back the
High five, keeping the early 90s alive. Bringing back the tank top, cause I'm too sexy for my shirt. We're bringing back the high five. Yeah, we're bringing back the high five.
All the girls fell in love with Luke Perry, and everyone was down with OPP. We pumped our fists and we pumped our shoes. Vanilla Ice was great in Ninja Turtles too.
We all played Super Nintendo, and we braided our hair like Coolio.
We're bringing back the
High five, keeping the early 90s alive. Bringing back the tank top, cause I'm too sexy for my shirt. We're bringing back the high five. Yeah, we're bringing back the high five. This is a part of the song we break it down tag team MC Hammer style, but before we do that, we want everyone to turn to their right and to their left and give the brothers and sisters a high five. Go ahead.
whoop, there it is.
You can't touch this.
I said whoop, there it is.
You cannot touch this.
I said whoop, there it is.
You can't touch this.
I said whoop, there it is.
Cool.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So much to get through, so little.
I know. I feel bad for the people from Norway. They're probably like, what is going on up there?
No. We're not talking about people here. We're talking about something totally different than you guys.
Yeah.
There's some Norwegians we just feel really bad for today. But we'll talk to you about it later. But also, yeah, there are also people from Denmark. We knew that.
Or Denmark. Oh my gosh.
You're supposed to go with it,
I know. I know, but let's talk about Norway, because really,
The Norwegian.
yeah, the Norwegians just,
They have great cheese.
maybe I should have paid a little more attention in history class. That's really the Let's move on.
That was a weird part of the show. No one's going to hire us again.
Oh no, especially in wherever.
Especially in Denmark.
Denmark, I know. second guessing now.
It's like we're never going to be
So,
famous
ladies and
anymore.
gentlemen, once again, give it up for the most famous member of our band.
Give it up for the Glockenspiel. Come on. Don't be shy. That's right. This is the third and most important member of our band. It's been with us through all these years. It's the finest piece of German craftsmanship I know of.
Yeah. It's now those of you who don't know, Glockenspiel is German for chick magnet. It's kind of a loose translation.
We're assuming things, yeah.
And you know, as we've traveled all over this fine country of ours, we've gotten nothing but story after story about how powerful this instrument is. And I would love to share with you this letter we got from a fan. It says, "Dearest Dave and Brian, the Glockenspiel recently saved my family. We used to have problems, now we don't. Thank you very much." Wow, powerful. It's a powerful instrument.
And if you thought that was the only letter we've ever received from a fan, you were wrong. Because I have another one here from a fan in Denmark. It says, but it's written in English, so go figure. Anyway, it says, "Dearest Dave and Brian, I just wanted to inform you that the Glockenspiel recently destroyed my family, killed my betta fish, and made slanderous accusations about my cousin Shane. Thanks for nothing, you jerks." Well, it's different than yours.
Yeah, we didn't say it was all good. We just said it was powerful.
We're really not popular in Denmark.
Apparently, our career is not going to take off over
But
there.
anyhow, we had to share that because we need to preface the chaos that's about to ensue. Ladies and gentlemen, put up your rock fist, because this is a metal song that we wrote, an acoustic metal song, that we wrote in honor of the Glockenspiel, and it's some pretty heavy stuff, but you're going to need to put your rock fist during the chorus way up in the air, and you're going to shout, "I rock every time I hear the Glock." Ready? Do it.
I rock every time I hear the Glock.
Everybody, though. Let's do this as loud as you can.
I rock every time I hear the Glock. And of course, when we say that, we're referring to the instrument and not the weapon. Okay,
That's
just want to make
true.
sure we're on the same page here.
All right, this song's called the Glockenspiel. Let's do this thing. I love the way that it makes me feel every time I hear that Glockenspiel. Dave takes out his magic wand and drops it on the Glock like an atomic bomb. Oh yeah, the Glockenspiel. You would think that I was born to play. You can tell it practices every day. Sometimes it might miss a note or two, cause it's rocking it harder than Motley Crue. I rock every time that I hear the Glock.
Come on! Party was talking about earlier.
Louder!
I hear the Glock. I rock every time that I hear the Glock. I rock every time that I hear the Glock.
What's that sound ringing in my head? Every single night when I go to bed, I dream about the future of rock and roll, and the Glockenspiel is gonna take control. Pay attention, this next part is of utmost importance. What's going on in the world right now? We wanna make peace, but we don't know how. Just throw down your knives and throw down your guns, and pick up a Glockenspiel and have some fun.
I rock every time that I hear the Glock.
Come on,
I
let's
rock
play.
every time that I hear the Glock.
Louder!
I rock every time that I hear the Glock. I rock every time that I hear the
Glock. Solo! Bring it down.
I rock every time that I hear the Glock. I rock every time that I hear the Glock. I rock every time that I hear the Glock. I rock every time that I hear the Glock.
All right, we're gonna do that chorus one final time, but it has to be the loudest, craziest one yet. So put up those rock fists prematurely and get ready. Let's do this thing. I rock every time that I hear the louder. I rock every time that I hear. Break the ceiling. I rock every time that I hear. One more time. I rock every time that I hear the Glock.
Thank you. So, you know, Brian and I like to look around at different genres of music when we write our songs, and we realize there's kind of a market that we haven't tapped into. and that is like there's a lot of these like battle songs, like the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and what's another one? Like is the William Tell Overture? It might be. I don't know. You've got that. You've got Taylor Swift's Bad Blood. Just all these like battle songs, and we thought we want to get in on that action. So we looked around and we found the war that we were going to write a battle anthem for.
We decided to write a song about the war, and that's why this song is about the war on gluten, and it's serious business. All right. Don't be afraid, though. We're here to fight it. It's coming for your children. It's coming after you. And if it gets into your system, there's nothing you can do.
You better read the labels on everything you eat. There's a dietary sniper. It's hiding in the wheat.
It used to be a rare disease, and it became more prominent when everyone in Oregon was suddenly intolerant. Then the epidemic spread.
Now everyone's a celiac.
Stop what you're doing now and clean all your cupboards out. Please don't stop until all your food is gluten-free. And tell all the bakeries that there will be anarchy, and we won't shop until everything is gluten-free. Join the revolution. The battle has begun. We're heading to the front lines. We can't afford to run.
You better keep the flour away from all the yeast. 'Cause if they come together, there will arise a beast.
So let's defeat the enemy before it poisons all of us.
Against the grain we do proclaim that we will not eat pizza crust.
This is our battle cry.
Gluten will not conquer us.
Stop what you're doing now and clean all your cupboards out. Please don't stop until all your food is gluten-free. And tell all the bakeries that there will be anarchy, and we won't shop until everything is gluten-free. I'm not afraid of Kim Jong-un. I'm not afraid of Vladimir Putin. The only thing in the universe that scares me is gluten. So call up the National Guard. Call up the Army Rangers. This fight is gonna be hard, but we can't leave our bowels in danger. All right, sing it if you know it. Stop what you're doing now and clean all your cupboards out. Please don't stop until all your food is gluten-free. And tell all the bakeries that there will be anarchy. We won't shop until everything is... Thank you for finishing it.
That was great. All right. Well, we hope you guys had a fun time tonight. We're going to do 2 more songs, but before we do, let me just once again, we're wrapping it up. We have CDs for sale in the back. We've got our Rock and Spiel CD back there that have a lot of these songs on it. Brian also has, so for those of you who don't know, Brian is starting well, I'll let you talk about it. Are you tuning? Okay, so I'll talk about it. He is starting a indie rock, indie rock. Yeah, I'm ruining it.
I started an indie rock band called Senor Fancy Pants, and I write indie rock songs, indie pop songs for children and, their families to listen to. Yeah. So if you have children, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah,
all right?
It's in the back.
Yeah.
And I am actually going to seminary right now. I have 3 more weeks left of this year, and I'm traveling a lot, so there is a paper that is not getting done. Yeah, Deuteronomy 7 is heavy on my mind, and one day will be on paper. But anyway, I'm hoping to, I'm getting my MDiv. I've got another 2 years. I'm at a school called Biblical Theological Seminary in Philadelphia. And I'm actually just hoping to actually do what you guys are doing when I'm done. I'm going to go back into youth ministry full time. I'm currently the assistant youth director at my church, and I run the junior high, which is an experience. Yes, thanks. Yeah. for those of you who know what I'm talking about, we all need your prayers. So that's, but it's been great. And like I said, Brian and I have always considered what we do in ministry. And sometimes, we'll come to events and people will hear our show and they'll just be like, what is that? Like, we had somebody pray for us one time and they were like, God, please be with Dave and Brian in their ministry, whatever that is. Thank you. But no, we have found that, God has been able to use us in a variety of ways in different places. And for us, we do consider what we've been doing here in ministry. And it's not necessarily because we preach a great sermon from stage, or we have some clean testimony or something like that. We always share, why we do what we do, who we are, that we are Christian comedians and we want to honor God. And we always share that from stage, whether we're at a Christian conference or at a bar. We've prided ourselves on not changing our act wherever we are, because we want to be real with people and we want to use the gifts that God has given us. But we also recognize that for us, the stage is really just a tool. It's not a pulpit. It's a tool to connect with people. And for those of you who have seen us at events, I hope you can say that we have used that tool to connect with people. We've loved hanging out with students at youth councils. We've loved hanging out, we've loved hanging out with leaders. I'm kind of weird. I like going to all the workshops and classes and stuff. I love it. It's great. We've really used the opportunities that God gives us to connect with people on stage, and then when we're off stage, whatever doors God has opened up, we've been really trying to reach people, and that's been great. And so I would just challenge you guys. God has put you in a ministry position, and that may mean you're doing all sorts of things. You got Sunday school, you've got Corps Cadets. Do you guys do Bible Bowl down here? Yes. Yes and no. That was weird. All right. Some people do, some people don't. Well, that's how it is. You do all those things, but also remember that your ministry is also in driving the whatever vehicle Chesterfield says you can drive now. It's also in, when you're playing kickball or dodgeball, when you're just hanging out with a kid or going to their events at school or whatever it may be. God is using you, not just in the classroom, not just in the church, but He has put these kids into your lives. He's put you into their lives. So don't waste that opportunity. Take this week and this is awesome. I wish I could stay all week, actually, but I have my wife would get ticked. But take this week, recharge, encourage one another. You're amongst
Get equipped.
People. Yeah, get equipped.
That's probably why they call it.
This is about hope, but it's not just hope for the students you work with. It's for you too. So as you hang out this week, be open to what God is saying, encourage one another, and then go back there and go get them. That's really all I have to say about that. And some of those kids you may be going back to, this song is relevant for.
Probably. All right, this song is about kids that live in small farm towns, but for some reason they think they're gangsta. This song's called Small Town. Wow, we didn't even play it yet. This song's called Small Town Gangstas. Riding on my tractor, listening to Dr. Dre. It's hard to act gangsta when I'm picking up bales of hay. But yo, it's crazy in the farmlands. Police be stopping me for no reason. So I got to hide my gat, cause it's not quite hunting season. It's a hard knock life when you're living on a farm. Waking up early, straight up going to the barn. I know we're in the country, but we keep it real. With cornrows in our hair and cornrows in the field. Everybody thinks they're gangsta now. Even kids in small towns milking cows, listening to Kanye while they plow. Everybody thinks they're gangsta now.
I holler at the shorties in my souped up SUV. Well, it's actually my mother's car, so they don't holler back at me. You should see me when I'm ballin'. Yo, my skills are off the chain. And you should see me when I'm dancing. You can tell I watch Soul Train. Though my crib is a double wide, it don't mean a thing when I'm rolling through the mall and I'm sporting all my bling, showing off my stereo in the parking lot. Bust out vanilla ice and I drops it like it's hot.
Everybody thinks they're a gangster now. Even kids in small towns milking cows, listening to Kanye while they plow. Everybody thinks they're a gangster now. All right, I'm gonna sing the chorus one last time. Sing it if you know it. Everybody thinks they're a gangster now. Even kids in small towns milking cows, listening to Kanye while they plow. Everybody thinks they're a gangster now. Dave hopping on that incredible trombone solo. That's some good tone. All right, we got one more song for you guys. We're going to party right now. Stand up. Come on, stand up with us. This song goes out to our favorite day of the week to party, and probably yours too. Give it up for Wednesday.
Yeah, we have young kids, but by the time we get to Wednesday, we're done.
Right. That's right. This is our party anthem. Feel free to rock out.
Yeah, feel free to do this. You see the kids doing it on television. Looks like a blast.
Monday, I did something lame. Tuesday, you know I did the same. But then suddenly, Wednesday came. And that's the day that everything changed. I'ma put on the new Josh Groban, get this party going. Light up a Yankee candle, then turn on the Disney Channel. Oh, yeah! I'm gonna party like it's Wednesday. We'll throw down all night. Won't go to bed before 9:30. Got a six-pack of Sunny Deloitte. The party don't stop till the bottles are empty on Wednesday.
Thursday, I did nothing at all. Friday, I just stared at the wall. And on the weekend, I pretend it's Wednesday. I'm gonna roll up in my Camry at Sam's Club with my family. If Chuck E. Cheese is open, I'll make it rain with all my tokens. Oh, yeah! I'm gonna party like it's Wednesday. We'll throw down all night. Won't go to bed before 9:30. Got a six-pack of Sunny Deloitte. The party don't stop till the bottles are empty. On Wednesday, I let go, but the rest of the week moves too slow. Wednesday, I let go, but the rest of the week it moves too slow. Wednesday, the sky's the limit. On Tuesday night, I start counting the minutes. I might organize the bathroom closet or go to the bank and make a deposit. Sometimes my mom comes over. We watch reruns of Extreme Makeover. I make a salad with a vinaigrette, but I'm all out of croutons. I'm filled with regret. Oh, yeah! I'm gonna party like it's Wednesday. We'll throw down all night. Won't go to bed before 9:30. Got a six-pack of the Sunny Deloitte. The party don't stop till the bottles are empty. It's Wednesday. We'll throw down all night. Won't go to bed before 9:30. Got a six-pack of the Sunny Deloitte. The party don't stop until the bottles are empty on Wednesday. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your week. We love you. Thank you.